Welcome to the 16th annual Sweet Beginnings Tea. Bravo to that fantastic opening trailer featuring past and present NLEN clients. My name is Rashawn Nadine Scott, and I am from the Second City main stage, and I'm honored to be hosting this evening. The Second City is known for improv and sketch comedy here in Chicago. So many of your favorite comedians have graced its stages, like Chris Farley, Chris Red, Christina Anthony, Dang, I should have changed my name to Chris. Well, I'm stuck with Rashawn, it's fine. Also, this is a formal gala, but I know the rest of you at home are just in your pajamas, so I'm just gonna, hold on, I'll get more comfortable, get these shoes off. All right, hold on. Here we go. Ah, yeah, that feels much, much better. And with my beloved honey. Yes, not in 2021. We will not be uncomfortable, folks. This year's theme is inspired by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s speech, "Now is the time." Dr. King said, "Now is the time to open the doors of opportunity to all God's children." In 2021, it's clear that racial and income inequalities still exist, as they did when Dr. King spoke those words many years ago. Now, I know you've heard the saying, people are like tea bags. You never know their strength until they're in hot water. We usually mean that you never know how resilient someone is until they're in trouble. But what I see is opportunity. A tea bag is filled with so much potential. All of those different leaves just mingling, waiting for the opportunity to show us what that potential can do. Tonight combines two of my favorite things, tea and Black people succeeding. So let's get comfy together and drink our tea with some beloved honey. Black people. While we wish we could all be together in person to celebrate the incredible work and accomplishments of the North Lawndale Employment Network, we do have an incredible program planned for you this evening. In the next hour, we will highlight successes of NLEN's program graduates, celebrate our partnerships, and raise critical funds through our annual paddle raise. I'm just going to take another sip because it's so exciting. Now, don't forget, at 7:15 tonight, we'll have a fireside chat hosted by Peter Scher, chairman of the Mid-Atlantic region, head of corporate responsibility of JP Morgan Chase and Company, and Brenda Palms Barber, president and CEO of the North Lawndale Employment Network and founder of Sweet Beginnings LLC. Purchase your ticket right now for only $100 per person by clicking the VIP Fireside Chat button at the bottom of your screen. It's going to be a lively and informative conversation. You do not want to miss it. Ooh, you guys. Ooh, this is so good. This one's from the Himalayas. I like it. Now, before I introduce our next speaker, let's all recognize all of our special donors. Specifically, I would like to mention our Empowerment Tea donors. Allstate, AT&T, Jim and Kay Mabey, Anne Marie and Dawn Phillips, and tonight's VIP Fireside Chat sponsor, iHeartMedia Chicago. It's exciting. Now is the time to get this thing started. So let's welcome the chair of the 2021 Sweet Beginnings Tea, a close personal friend of mine who says that she returned my leather jacket even though I can't find it now. Please welcome Cheryl Benston.
Thanks for the introduction. My name is Cheryl Benson, and I am the chair of this year's Sweet Beginnings Tea. Thank you all for joining us tonight. The theme of tonight's event is "Now is the time." Our mission has never been more important than it is today. Historically, Black households have suffered from higher unemployment rates, lower wages and incomes, much less savings, as well as significantly higher poverty rates than their white counterparts. The North Lawndale community had a reported 27% unemployment rate starting 2020, and we can only assume it is worse in our current economic state, possibly as high as 45%. Pair this with the fact that 57% of adults in North Lawndale have a history with the criminal justice system, and we're living real time in a pandemic. Securing good paying jobs was already hard. This year, it seems almost impossible for some. As you digest the economic realities of Black people in our country, and specifically those in the North Lawndale community, let's not forget about racial and social justice challenges from the past 8 months that have forced all of us to take a deeper, longer look in the mirror. I hope that decades from now, we can look back at 2020 not for the sadness and challenges we faced, but as the year the world woke to the reality of systemic racism, the year that lit a fire of action and personal responsibility. Each of you joining us today represent that action. Together, we can create a better future for North Lawndale. This can and does occur just one person at a time. And soon, graduates will share their inspiring stories that not only change the trajectory of their future, but that of their families. This is the mission of North Lawndale Employment Network, and it's why we're here tonight. I have been at Allstate for almost 4 years now, and I am proud of the partnership we have forged with the North Lawndale Employment Network. We support them because ensuring that diverse and unique identities are respected, valued, and leveraged with justice and opportunity and reward is one of Allstate's core values, and we see that exemplified through the NLEN programs. I have also served on the board of this organization for 2 years, and I've had the pleasure of witnessing how the organization has matured and remained on its mission-driven path. But it's stories like Darren's and Bernita's, who you are about to hear from tonight, who were so determined to turn their lives around, that keep me committed to NLEN. Everyone deserves the opportunity to work, to be independent, and to thrive. Everyone deserves an opportunity for a better quality of life. I believe in the quality of our staff, our programs, and the results they achieve, meaningfully impacting individuals every day. It is for these reasons that I support North Lawndale Employment Network, both with my service and financially. I want to take a moment to extend a few really important thank yous. Our sponsors, our board, our T committee, our donors, all of those of you who are here tonight to support us, and of course, our staff. Brenda and her team at North Lawndale Employment Network and Sweet Beginnings have done so much over the past 21 years to improve the lives of many of the North Lawndale residents. While I am sad that we cannot be together in person this year, we still have some important work to do over the next hour. Our goal is to raise $300,000 or more. We are already well on our way to raising critical, unrestricted funds to support our programs, which provide our clients with the skills and resources they need to secure and retain meaningful employment opportunities. In just a little bit, we will have a paddle raise, and we're counting on all of you. Please consider making a financial contribution that will make a difference. As a society, we've created the need for organizations like North Lawndale Employment Network. As a community, we can invest and enable their success, and now is the time.
Thank you so much for that video, Cheryl. Just so you know, I found my leather jacket. I'm sorry for blaming you. We're still friends, right? Okay, we'll talk about it after. But we're getting close to our paddle raise, and I know that Cheryl said, please contribute, but I am telling you that if you do not contribute, I will come to your house and sing the Black National Anthem outside your window so that you can't sleep, okay? And I only know the first verse, so you're just gonna hear that over and over again, and I'm a very loud alto, soprano, mezzo, piano. Okay? Now, make sure you contribute. Now, I would like to introduce Elena Anderson, treasurer of the NLEN Governance Board. She's also a partner and portfolio manager at William Blair and Company. She has proudly chaired the Sweet Beginnings Tea for over the last 4 years, each year exceeding NLEN's fundraising goals. She raises so much money that Oprah told her where her secret island is, and she promised she would share the coordinates with me tonight. Elena?
Thank you so much for the introduction. A few weeks ago, we had a committee meeting. We were asked to identify words that describe the important work of NLEN. We came up with words like transformative, impactful, advocacy, judgment-free, fresh start, inspirational, life-changing, hopeful, and hidden jewel. At NLEN, we are disrupting the narrative. We empower those that are ignored. We see the possibilities in our clients and help them realize that there is an alternative to criminal behavior. Their past choices should not be a lifetime sentence. They have served their time, and this is the moment to change their narrative. NLEN is about second and third chances, integration into a society where they truly believe they deserve the job they have and can let their light shine. It is with this in mind that I am excited to introduce our first award of the evening, which has been named in honor of Deborah Wesley. Deborah founded the Sinai Community Institute, an organization that has supported 565,000 people on the west and southwest sides through 70 programs since 1993. She also implemented one of the top Medicaid and Affordable Care Act programs in Illinois and was one of the founders of North Lawndale Employment Network. She has had an incredible impact on the North Lawndale community, and we are grateful. Tonight, we honor Bernita Davenport McWhite as she accepts the Deborah Wesley Creating a Community That Works Award. Please join me in watching this video as she accepts her award.
We got food,
Lunchables and clothes.
we got a pillow. Anybody want a pillow? Who's saying that? I can't see you, babe. Oh, here.
If I can just let someone know that there's help out there, whether it's small or big to others, that is part of my purpose in life.
Okay, we're leaving. We left the food and the clothes. God bless you all.
I may not be a millionaire, but my lived experiences can help a lot of people. I made some bad decisions and got involved in criminal activity. So I eventually was sentenced to 4 years. Correctional facilities tear away every piece of dignity you thought you had. Because when I left, they always say, well, see you next time. No, you will not see me next time. When my parole officer told me about U-turn permitted, I said, okay, let me just go. It's my way to get outside because I was still on the van and in the house.
First time I met Bernita, I can remember her coming through the doors at U-turn permitted. She demonstrated that servant leadership style early on, and I became really impressed, with her consistency.
Jose began to talk about how you cannot let others' opinion of you stop you or slow you down. That was just amazing to me. Like, these are real people, and they're treating us like real people. It changed my life completely. When I graduated, my coach recommended me for a position with the Ready Chicago program.
Ready works with highest risk individuals in North Lawndale who are shooters or in jeopardy of being shot. We're offering cognitive behavioral therapy along with employment opportunities for them.
There you go. Oh, I got 2 new job leads for my kids. Wow, a plant manager. I get to advocate to different employers why they should hire my clients after their 18 months with Ready. The fact that I walked in the door day one with an electronic monitoring band on my leg kind of relaxed the guys. They're like, okay, she's not hiding. That is what NLEN instilled in me. Let them see all your wounds and scars, but bring the spotlight onto what you're doing now to better yourself and help them.
She turns into a mother figure, greeting the participants in the morning, uplifting them. This job is more than a job to her. So I believe that connection of a person who really cares goes a long way with the participants.
The first day I was with Ready, it was Miss Bernita. Now it's Mama B. It's nothing I wouldn't do for them. Nothing. I'm sorry.
She is consistent with whatever it is that she says she's going to do. And if she can't do it, she's going to go to extremely great lengths to try to find resources to help participants out.
She gets her drive from being incarcerated and then seeing how it feels to want somebody else to help you. I believe that was her main focus and goal, is to pay it forward.
I'm honored to accept the award. I'm proud of the work that I've done, and I'm proud of the relationships that I've developed since I've been with them. And for them to recognize me for that, that's not why I do it. It's not, but I thank them. I do.
What an incredible story about Bernita. Our next award honors Cook County Commissioner Robert Steele, a dedicated servant and longtime resident of North Lawndale. He was a true friend of NLEN and was instrumental in creating NLEN along with others. This award is given to a program graduate who exemplifies many of Commissioner Steele's qualities, like his dedication to service, his drive to improve the quality of life for the most vulnerable, and his pride in being a North Lawndale resident. He left behind a strong legacy in North Lawndale, and this award is a way to continue to pay homage to that legacy. Tonight, we honor Darren Cox with the Robert Steele Creating a Community That Works Award. Please join me in watching his video as he accepts this award.
Lomborg is set again. Here is a pop fly into shallow center field. They're coming on. It's going to drop. Run,
I love baseball. That was my year round. I played baseball season, meeting people, going places, away from all the other stuff that was going on in the neighborhood.
The pitch. Here is a drive, but it's going to curve and go foul down the left field.
Darren, he did pretty well in high school. He won all types of awards, and he was picked by the Atlanta Braves to pitch for them. Of course, a situation happened that took 30 years out of his life.
Being in the wrong place at the wrong time and not thinking, everything that you had built, everything that you wanted was gone. When I left, it was the 80s. So I missed the 90s, 2000, 2010. When it was time to get released, now how do I get from the 80s to 2019 or 2020? What did for me is the U-turn permitted program. I just told them, I don't know how to use a phone, I don't know how to do a computer. They were like, no problem, we can help you. They put me in the right mind space and head space, and they gave me opportunity to go at my own pace and do things that I need to do, and it helped me.
When he first got home, he was isolated. He had an air about him where you really didn't want to talk to him. But then when he graduated, the change was dramatic.
Oh, that was a good experience because after I graduated from U-turn permitted, I had an opportunity. It was a transitional job, 90-day job.
Sweet Beginnings is a social enterprise. It is part of North Lawndale Employment Network, and it serves as a way for any of our clients who come through U-turn permitted to actually get really, really good marketable skills.
That was a good day. Knowing that I was going to work, I was like, man, I'm finna go to work. I was so ready to work, I was there early.
He'll make the product. He'll make sure the label's correct. I know Darren got it. He has a wonderful mindset. He want to do things. He want to build things. He continue to grow.
I was optimistic about hiring Darren. And Darren could articulate the skill set. Like, he talked about the customer service he learned at Sweet Beginnings that he could bring to 40 Acres.
By him right now working 2 jobs, right, he is definitely productive.
I just enjoy what I do. I try to, do the best that I can every day.
But he's also a giver. Darren has made a donation to North Lawndale Employment Network, so he is officially a donor of ours.
I want to give back to them the way they gave to me. What North Lawndale do is give you a chance and an opportunity to prove that what people see and say is not true. I'm proud of myself, and I feel that I got a lot more to give. For me, it's good to receive this award of recognition. I want people to understand that I'm out here trying to do good. I want to be part of the solution.
Congratulations to Darren and Bernita for their well-deserved awards. When you see their stories and just how resilient they have been, you can't help but be inspired. In those videos, we saw that with the help of NLEN, they're not only able to make a change in their lives, but they're able to make a change in the lives of others. And just like Darren and Bernita are leaving a legacy, tonight you have the ability to leave a legacy as well throughout a variety of giving opportunities. Now, we're officially opening a new campus this month that will benefit NLEN. We've already got things buzzing with the McCormick Foundation in building our new apiary. We also owe a lion's share of thanks to our beautification partnership with the Lincoln Park Zoo. But we want to take it to the next level. And to do that, our goal is $300,000. It's what Martin would want. Luther King Jr. Exactly. We're already at $270,000. We are so close to our goal, but we got to get over that hump. And in this next segment, you'll be able to do that. Now is the time to get that number from 270 all the way to 300. It's time for our virtual paddle raise. You can make an impact through one of the following opportunities: a plaque on a tree, or by listing your name on a paver or brick, because you'll be literally paving the foundation for tomorrow. It doesn't get better than that. On the bottom of your screen, you will see each opportunity listed, and if one speaks to you, please click on that specific level of support as I go through them. As J-Lo once said, let's get loud! Now, with a $5,000 donation, you'll have naming rights to a newly planted tree on the NLEN campus. In addition, we'll place a plaque with a personalized message on it, and you'll get to attend a special tree naming ceremony. Now, it's so exciting because at the $5,000 level, you are able to make a big leap. As those names come in, I'm just so inspired to know that $5,000 can be there and be a lasting opportunity there at the $5,000 level. We did freeze a bit because it is a virtual paddle race, but do not let that freeze stop you from reaching in those pockets. I believe Peter Share is donating $5,000. Thank you so much, Peter, for reaching into your pockets and getting us that much closer to our goal of $300,000. If you out there thinking to yourself, you know what, I'm a fortunate person and I've got a few extra dollars in my pocket, it would be a great opportunity to lend those funds to this new NLEN campus. Get your name on a tree. If my name was on a tree, I would get 7 trees so that it would go RASHAWN. You would want 7 trees all lined up. And if you can pay for those 7 trees right now with that $5,000, please reach into those pockets. As names are coming in, I'm hoping to see more before we press on to the next level. But at $5,000, you are able to make a great contribution. We've seen how Darren and Bernita were able to use this program to accept them for who they are, to move forward in their lives. We want to move forward and make sure that we're making choices for others so that they don't have to live with the same mistakes that others do. Does that make sense? I love that. Let's see. I'm checking in with my producers to see if there's any more names coming in at this $5,000 level. I'm going to move on to the $2,500, and as names come in, I'll shout those out. Now, at the $2,500 level, you'll also receive the rights to name a tree and add a plaque with a personalized message. Now, let's think, what would be a wonderful personalized message that you could put on there? It would say something like, I'll never leave you because my bark will never bite. Under the light of the moon, I'll branch out with all my might. Yeah? A little poetry worked. I think that worked very well. Oh, I also look at the $2,500 level. We've got a donation from Rick, a $2,500 donation from Stephanie. Oh my goodness, from Ariel, Simon, and Ellen Weil. Oh my gosh, the whole family is donating $2,500. That is so amazing. Thank you so much. You're helping us get towards our goal. You're helping us move forward. Now, I hope that's a lot of names to fit on a tree. And I hope there's enough space for everybody. We'll have to make the font a little smaller, but that's perfectly all right. And in the past, folks would carve their names into trees, and that was a romantic thing to do, but I think this is a little classier. You put a nice little placard on a thing. Okay, so I'm going to repeat again. At the $5,000 level, you're able to plant a tree and place a personalized message on it, and you'll get to attend a tree naming ceremony. It's very, very exciting. Again, at the $2,500 level, you'll also receive the rights to name a tree and add a plaque with your personalized message. There are so many wonderful things that come out of these trees. I'm almost at a loss for words. I mean, they say that we are. Oh, okay. Let's see here. Dennis Deer, thank you so much for your donation, Dennis. I'm sure you hear this a lot, but you are a deer, a doe, a female deer. Ray, a drop of golden sun. Me, a name I call myself. Fall, a long way to run. See, Dennis, you did this to me. I'm gonna sing Sound of Music when I should be here naming off folks who are donating just like you, Dennis. Thank you so much. Let's see, do I have any more names coming in at the $2,500 level? Folks, please dig deep into those pockets because $270,000, getting up to $300,000, that's something that we can accomplish tonight. I have full faith that we can close that gap this evening. Now let's see. Oh, of course. Let's jump to our $1,000 level, which you'll continue to add to this amazing cause. Payment plans are also available if you're the kind of person who's like, you know what, I've got $1,000. I would love to send that over, Rashawn. You've been so informative over these last few minutes. Of course, I'm going to donate to NLEN. Please keep those donations coming in if you can. At the $1,000 level, if that speaks to you, versus the $2,500. Now, if you had $1,000, sure, there's a lot of things that you could spend that on. You could go to a McDonald's and you could get 1,000 chicken nuggets, and you could eat them all. But then you wouldn't feel good afterwards. You know what would make you feel good? Spending $1,000 and lending it to the NLEN. With that donation, they are able to do so much more than chicken nuggets could ever do. Please, folks, think about it. Dig deep into those pockets. Now let's see. Trees. It gives me a lot of time to think about them. They provide oxygen and shade. Where, oh where would we be without our trees? There would be no oranges. And without oranges, how am I going to drink a mimosa, y'all? So thank you, trees. And I could have more mimosas if more people donated and those trees bared fruit, like the fruit of the labor and love that is NLEN. Look at all of those people who donated. Oh my gosh, Cheryl Benston, thank you so much for your donation. You've got leather jackets that are super cool, and you've got a giving heart. Cheryl, I think we're best friends. And I forgive you about the whole leather jacket thing. That's water under the bridge because you are doing a good deed today. I'm so proud of you. Let's see. It's so exciting for NLEN to branch out with all of these resources. You will leave a long-lasting impression, and that's for sure. Now, at the $300 level, we will place a paver with your name on it in our peace garden so that you can literally pave the way for peace. Oh my gosh. That is wonderful. Who would think that for only $300 you could help the world move closer to peace? Oh my goodness, what a wonderful, wonderful way to contribute to the NLEN. Oh my gosh, it seems that Steve and Megan Shabik have donated $2,500. Oh my goodness, we've got to give them a round of applause. Could I get a little air horn from you, John? Yes. Thank you, Chad. Chad donated $1,000. Tiana Conley donated $1,000. Look at all of these wonderful donations coming in. You guys, this is exciting. I wasn't sure about tonight. Often I am a performer, and obviously I've done this my whole life, but I was a little nervous because I've got so many wonderful people to perform in front of this evening. And you guys are making it all worth it by raising all of these dollars. Kathy Schur donated $1,000 in the time that I was just speaking. Oh my goodness, we're all helping. We're all contributing. We're all doing this together. Oh, what a wonderful, wonderful night. I think we're inching closer and closer and closer to our goal. Now, at our final opportunity is at the $150 level. We will place a personalized brick in the NLEN building, making an everlasting imprint. Those donations are foundational to NLEN success. Shout out to the third little pig. He knew what he was doing. The first two, were straw and sticks. That's not going to do it, okay? At NLEN, we know a brick will lay the foundation to tomorrow, okay? Bricks are bad on a basketball court, but wonderful for homemaking. The third little pig taught us that. A brick house is built mighty fine, according to the Commodores. And fun fact, that Second City alum, Steve Carell, starred in a movie called Anchorman, and his character's name was Brick Tamlin. See how it all comes around? Full circle, people. This is wonderful. Thank you so much to all of you who participated in our virtual paddle raise. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You have the opportunity to continue giving throughout the rest of the program, and I will give you an update at the end of our show to see how much money we've raised. Thank you. Give yourselves all a round of applause. You've done wonderful. Now, before I move on to our next speaker, let me just set the mood a little bit. There we go. Let me remind you that the fireside chat is taking place at 7:15. Since it's virtual, your s'mores won't burn. You won't have to use any bug spray because you'll be at home, y'all. So get your tickets now. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for those donations. Now, in this next segment, we'll hand out the Creating the Community That Works Award to AT&T's Eileen Mitchell. Laying some thanks on her will be Elaine Granger, Director of External Affairs at AT&T, and Mayor Lori Lightfoot. But before we hear from them, let's hear from Megan Hart, Executive Director of Local Initiatives Support Corporation, and Eddie Bocanegra, Senior Director of Heartland Alliance Ready Chicago. Eddie said that the only reason he's here tonight was me. So I'm very excited to hear you talk. Take it away, Eddie.
Thank you for the warm introduction. Megan, it's a real pleasure being here today. And I don't know about you, but I'm actually here for this tea. And what a best time of the year, if not now, to enjoy this amazing tea.
I agree. It's so great to see you, Eddie. And I love the tea, so I'm very excited to be here. In 2018, Eileen Mitchell, president of AT&T Illinois and AT&T Great Lakes States, and her team founded Believe Chicago, which led to the launch of the corporation's national community engagement initiative, AT&T Believes. But before any program was even created, Eileen and her team spent months touring neighborhoods with community partners and AT&T employees who work and live in Chicago communities. They listened to the ideas, the hopes, the opportunities, and the struggles. They took a hard look at AT&T and asked themselves, how can we be better partners? And what resources can AT&T offer to communities? And that is how AT&T Believe Chicago was created. It's an employee-driven initiative designed to financially improve lives and lift 19 Chicago communities on the city's south and west sides, including North Lawndale. Eileen and her team didn't stop there. They became advocates of the approach and began looking for other corporations to collaborate with to make an even bigger impact. So far, Believe Chicago has invested $6 million in organizations with programs geared to reducing gun violence and unemployment. They hired over 400 employees from Believe Chicago communities. They've created an online platform for job seekers to learn skills and prepare for job opportunities. How does this type of commitment happen? It happens with leadership, humility, commitment, and compassion, all qualities that epitomize Eileen Mitchell as a person and as a corporate leader. These are also the foundational principles of North Lawndale Employment Network, so it's no surprise that Eileen and AT&T are recipients of this year's Creating a Community That Works Award. Congratulations.
Thanks, Megan. My passion to work around violence prevention has been motivated by my own personal experience. Elizabeth Kubler-Ross, a well-known Swiss psychiatrist, once wrote, "The most beautiful people we have known are those who have known defeat, known suffering, known struggle, known loss, and have found their way out of the depths. These persons have an appreciation, a sensitivity, an understanding of life that fills them with compassion, gentleness, and a deep, loving concern." Ready Chicago, a program of Heart Alliance, connects people most at risk of gun violence involvement with employment in paid transitional jobs, cognitive behavior therapy, and support services over 18 months to help them create a viable path and opportunities for a different future, and to help reduce violence in the city's most impacted neighborhoods. AT&T is one of those incredible partners and funders of this program, and I am grateful their support has created measurable change for the READY program. Last year was a difficult year. We lost 769 people to gun violence in the city. But with Ready Chicago, our research tells us we are saving lives, and many of them. Society tends to neglect this population, but NLEN has always served them, and it is great that AT&T has joined that effort. I am honored NLEN invited me to present AT&T and Eileen Mitchell with Creating a Community That Works Award.
I am honored to have been a part of the AT&T team for over 35 years and excited about tonight's tea event. Throughout my years, the most rewarding work I've done is the work that our employees and our company is doing right now through our Believe Chicago initiative. It's designed to help residents in 19 Chicago neighborhoods on the south and west sides through hiring, volunteering, giving voice to local artists, and contributing millions to community organizations. Our AT&T Illinois president, Eileen Mitchell, had the idea for Believe Chicago, and she was happy to ask our employees for input on how to build it. And that's the beauty of Believe Chicago. It was developed by employees who live and work in these neighborhoods. And as someone who grew up here, that makes me very proud. AT&T is proud of the work that we've done so far in the Believe Chicago neighborhoods, and we're planning to do more. Tonight, I am thrilled that the North Lawndale Employment Network is honoring AT&T with the Creating a Community That Works Award. What an honor. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Megan, Eddie, and Elaine. Today, I am honored to accept the Creating a Community That Works Award on behalf of AT&T. To Brenda and the good people of NLEN, please accept our most sincere thanks. Chicago and its people mean everything to us. We love the city and its people. But Chicago faces many great challenges. Long-term underemployment and economic hardship for many residents in neighborhoods on the south and the west sides. At AT&T, we wanted to find the best way we could help. With empathy and to promote equity, empowerment, and inclusion, we developed an initiative to support residents of 19 neighborhoods on the south and the west sides. We call it Believe Chicago. The goal of Believe Chicago is to use our company assets to help lift these neighborhoods and improve lives. We've done it by hiring more than 650 residents from the neighborhoods, investing to bring a new retail store to Englewood, providing 40 AT&T internships to neighborhood students, giving voice through student films and videos, and contributing more than $7 million to organizations helping residents in the 19 neighborhoods, including support for the great work of the U-Turn Permitted Initiative at NLEN. Believe Chicago is helping many, but there is more work ahead. Meanwhile, I'm happy to report that Believe Chicago launched an international initiative at AT&T. Our company now is helping address community issues in 40 major cities through a program called AT&T Believes. We're so grateful that the work of NLEN and other organizations in Chicago is not only helping people here, but it inspired additional AT&T support for people in need across the country and the world. On this day, we thank you for recognizing our work to help the residents in the neighborhoods of Chicago. At AT&T, we work in the neighborhoods, we live in the neighborhoods, and we believe in the neighborhoods. Thank you so very much.
Hello, everyone. I'm Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot, and it's my pleasure to present the Creating a Community That Works Award on behalf of the North Lawndale Employment Network to AT&T's Chicago Believe program under the leadership of Eileen Mitchell. Eileen has long been a passionate advocate for expanding equitable opportunity both within government and in the private sector. And it's her visionary approach that has made Believe Chicago a model respected across the country. The theme for this year's 16th Sweet Beginnings Tea, Now is the Time for Equity, Empowerment, Inclusion, and Empathy, is especially timely as we work to heal the disparities within our neighborhoods. I am honored to join the North Lawndale Employment Network and Alderman Michael Scott in thanking AT&T for their commitment to creating inclusive growth with great local organizations like the North Lawndale Employment Network, and for advancing our citywide mission to support our residents to find great jobs and pursue their dreams. Congratulations again to Eileen and the entire team at AT&T, and please everyone, continue to be safe.
Congratulations, Eileen and AT&T. Oh my gosh, congratulations so much, well deserved. We would also like to extend a very special heartfelt thanks to Mayor Lori Lightfoot. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Also, I want to say thank you to all of you donating out here right now. Because of Jordan Bryant, we hit our goal of $300,000. We're at $301,000. That's amazing. You all did that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You have no idea how much this money means. It will go so far for so many people. I literally have shivers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But also remember that at 7:15 tonight, we have the VIP fireside chat. You know, and at this time, I'm just so excited. I would like to highlight some fabulous Black-owned local businesses. Damron Teas, 40 Acre Fresh Market, and Sweet Beginnings, or what I like to call them, brunch. Get it? Brunch, because they're all food. It's very delicious. Yeah, it's very hilarious. Okay, each of them makes a delicious difference and encompasses the values of tonight's theme: empowerment, equity, empathy, and inclusion. And also, y'all, I've been reading my tea leaves, and they're telling me that our next pair of speakers are so incroyable that I have never seen a more powerful duo since Peanut Butter and Jelly, Gladys Knight and the Pips, or NLEN and Passionate Community Organization. Please give a warm welcome to Brenda Holmes Barber, President and CEO of NLEN, and Charlie Corrigan, Executive Director, Central Region Philanthropy at JP Morgan Chase. Thank you. Take it away.
Well, Charlie, it's so good to have you here this evening.
Oh, it's my pleasure to see you and be in North Lawndale tonight.
Well, we're excited. Are you ready for a good time?
Always.
We're going to have a great time. Thank you so much.
So every year, I am absolutely thrilled and honored to host our Sweet Beginnings Tea because the event allows us to pause for a moment and to acknowledge and celebrate some of the people who have shown exceptional promise or have had a significant impact on advancing our work. Before I do the job I'm here to do, to help present the Voice of the Voices Award, I want to speak about our leadership. Our board of directors is incredibly special. Every member cares and contributes from their heart. They each bring their skill sets, their time, and their financial resources, for which I'm very grateful. Our professional team also compares to none. Our entire leadership is mission aligned, and I believe that during this very difficult year, when many organizations had to close their doors, this is what kept ours open. We've created the Creating a Community That Works Award and our Voice of the Voices Award, because once a year it allows us to come together with our supporters, with you, to share what's possible. We also know that we cannot do this alone. We are very much driven by the spirit of collaboration for collective impact. Every day, North Lawndale Employment Network works to bridge the racial wealth gap and to address income inequalities and social injustices through our skills training, our financial services, job placement, and job creation programs. Yet, we also know that the unemployment rate in North Lawndale is 27%, which is significantly high and must come down to be in alignment with at least the city of Chicago's unemployment rate. It is not acceptable for our community to be at 3 times the unemployment rate of the city of Chicago. But our new workforce development campus will enable us to double the number of people we serve, up to 5,000. We are committed to reducing the unemployment rate in North Lawndale by 10%, and we'll do that in partnership with members of the North Lawndale Community Coordinating Council and under the leadership of Alderman Michael Scott. We know that we can do better, and we know we cannot do this alone. We know what's possible if we work together so the American dream can be a reality for everyone. So we will continue to do this work with key partners like JP Morgan Chase, who've been on this equity and justice journey with us for over 10 years.
Thanks, Brenda. For over 150 years, JP Morgan Chase has served the Chicago community, and with nearly 4.5 million customers, 500,000 business clients, and 14,000 employees here in Chicagoland, we remain committed to the city and its people. At a critical time in Chicago's history, we recognize the need to create economic opportunity on the south and west sides and address racial disparities that have adversely impacted communities of color. In 2017, we committed $40 million to the west and south sides, working alongside community, business, philanthropic, and public sector leaders. We have worked to identify evidence-based solutions that drive inclusive growth and recovery. In 2018, JP Morgan Chase committed an additional $10 million in low-cost, long-term capital to boost small businesses and retail storefronts on the south and west sides. We know that there is much more we can do to create equal economic opportunity in Chicago, and we are proud to be invested in Chicago and in organizations like NLEN for today and tomorrow.
So most of our partners, I think, they love us and they also challenge us, but ultimately they make us better. JP Morgan Chase is one of those partners. They are closely aligned with our mission, with our vision, and our values, which are to reduce poverty and to improve the quality of life. And they are helping us make this happen. We both want the residents of North Lawndale uplifted, and empowered. The Voice of the Voiceless Award this year goes to JP Morgan Chase. Jamie Dimon and Peter Scher, we are very grateful for your partnership and for your friendship. And we are honored that you are joining us this evening to accept our special award.
Brenda, thank you so much. It is such a tremendous honor for me to accept the Voice of the Voiceless Award on behalf of all of my colleagues at JP Morgan Chase, and particularly to have this award presented by someone who I've come to admire so deeply. Our partnership with the North Lawndale Employment Network is something we are so proud of. It really represents the belief that community and business leaders working together have a responsibility to help the most vulnerable in our communities, to help create opportunities and break down barriers. As you know, back in 2017, when we were thinking about making a large investment on Chicago's South and West Side, we came to North Lawndale. We met with you and some of the graduates of the program to learn firsthand the challenges that were facing our communities and the challenges that were facing people who were coming out of the criminal justice system. We listened and we learned. We learned a lot, but three things really stood out. First, the need for good paying, stable jobs and training opportunities. Second, the challenges that people coming out of the criminal justice system faced in just re-entering the economy, getting jobs, getting a fresh start. And finally, the challenge around wealth creation, and in particular, buying and affording a home. We listened and we learned and we went to work. We made major investments on the South and West Side in affordable housing and job training. And you inspired us to do something even more. We created a national program called Second Chance in our firm to hire more people with criminal backgrounds into JP Morgan Chase. And I am so proud to tell you that last year, in 2020, we hired more than 2,100 people with criminal backgrounds into our firm. That was nearly 10% of all of our new hires last year. These are hardworking, dedicated employees who care deeply about our work and are adding so much to our jobs. We know there is so much more to be done. We know there are so many more people who simply want an opportunity. And this is what we are committed to creating those jobs, to creating opportunities, to giving back to those who need it the most. Brenda, if I may say one last thing, I wish I could be there in person with all of you to celebrate this honor together. I'm outside Washington, D.C. with my family. Like so many of you, we watched a few weeks ago the violence and the anger that overtook the U.S. Capitol. We've watched as the COVID pandemic has had a disproportionate impact on Black and brown communities. We've seen the systemic racism that has held too many people back for far too long. This is a moment. It's a moment that we have to come together. We have to address these long-standing challenges, to create opportunities, to build bridges of compassion. And this is our moment to work together, and this is what our partnership with the North Lawndale Employment Network means to us and why I'm so deeply proud to accept this award. Brenda, you know that none of this would be possible without the support from our entire firm, and that really does start at the top with our chairman and CEO, Jamie Dimon, who I'm pleased to introduce. Thank you all so much for this tremendous honor.
Good evening to everyone who's attending Sweet Beginnings Tea tonight. I'd like to thank you for this award, which truly means a lot, especially coming from an organization like North Lawndale Employment Network. Your mission is so important, and we've greatly enjoyed building a strong relationship with you over the years. You probably know that Chicago is a special place for me, full of wonderful memories. I love my visits back to the city, and I also fondly remember meeting with Brenda and seeing the many people that you are all helping. We have served Chicago for over 150 years, and we will continue to invest in the West and South Sides to create more economic opportunities for Chicagoans, helping them find good jobs, buy homes for their families, supporting small businesses, and revitalizing neighborhoods. I continue to believe, and we believe as a company, that business has a very important role to play in solving big challenges in our cities and in our country. Last year, JP Morgan Chase made a $30 billion commitment to address systemic racism by investing in Black and Latinx communities. We did this because we want to do more to drive real change and build an economy that works for everyone. We've worked with and will continue to work alongside government leaders like Mayor Lightfoot and Governor Pritzker and the North Lawndale Employment Network. We know meaningful change requires collaboration, and organizations like yours continue to make this work possible and sustainable. There's a lot more work to be done, but we're glad to be working alongside you. Thank you for this honor and for your continued partnership.
You know, someone please give JP Morgan Chase, the people in my Cash App. I want them to sponsor me. I think they could really help out. Speaking of me, I'm incredibly excited for you all to meet our next speaker. Honestly, I'm shocked that he even had the time to make it out here. Please welcome my little brother, Michael Scott. Wait, hold on. Sorry. Oh, yes, sorry. The producers are telling me that, yeah, my brother is not the person speaking. Why would he be in this program? Rashawn, I know that's what you're asking. He's not the only person in the world named Michael Scott. Have you seen The Office? Yeah, I've seen The Office. Whoa, oh my God, is Steve Carell going to be here? He's not. Oh, okay, but we have the next best thing, because according to Brenda, who says that the next speaker is the best alderman in the whole wide world, and anything that Brenda says, I will absolutely agree with. So please welcome to the virtual stage the 24th alderman, Mr. Michael Scott Jr., no relation.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us at the 16th Annual Sweet Beginnings Tea. This is one of my favorite events. It's great company, a great mission, and more importantly, great honey and great tea. I'm always a proud supporter of the North Lawndale Employment Network because of the great work that they do not only in North Lawndale, but the great work that they do around the city of Chicago. Whether it's the U-Turn Permitted program, the financial readiness seminars, or their bold, audacious goal of reducing unemployment here in North Lawndale by 10% by the year 2024. Hopefully next year we can meet again in person. But I know this summer I'm looking forward to the great work that North Lawndale is going to be doing in their new facility in the heart of North Lawndale on Roosevelt and Holman. I want to thank each and every one of you for being here again. Be safe and God bless.
Oh, honey. Get it, honey? You know, we've had a wonderful night, y'all. We've had tea, we've raised money, and we've seen firsthand how impactful NLEN has been. I am so excited to announce that tonight we have raised $35,000! Woo! With a total of $303,418 for the 2020 tea. Give yourselves a round of applause. Y'all did it. You raised so much money. I thank you so much. And I'd also like to take a moment to recognize tonight's equity donor, BMO Harris and Dr. Michael McAvee. We'd also like to give some thanks to our inclusion donors. They are Country Financial, Green Thumb Industries, JP Morgan and Chase and Company, Larry and Winnie Kearns, Policy Link, William Blair, and Wintrust Bank North Lawndale. We are also thankful for all of our empathy donors. Thank you all so much, and final congratulations to our award recipients. You all deserve those awards wholeheartedly. We have to lay thanks to Cheryl Benston, Elena Anderson, and our tea committee members, the board of directors, all of our generous donors, and all of you who attended this evening. Thank you all so much. And, you know, I've been doing the hosting thing, but it could not have been done without my fabulous musical director. Please give it up for Mr. John Love on the keys. Please stay connected to NLEN by following us on social media, subscribing to our e-blast, and attending future events. Now, oh, hold on. I was so lost in my thanks. I almost forgot to remind you again about our fireside chat at 7:15. It will start promptly at that time. If you have any questions or issues, please reach out to Ezra. A text with his contact information is coming to you now. We'll be sending out a survey of tonight's event, so please give us your feedback. You know, I think I did very well. This concludes the 16th annual Sweet Beginnings Tea program. Until next year, when it's safe to meet again under the same roof, please be well and have a great night. Good night.